Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the YNAB philosophy. Essentially, the idea is this month you are spending the money you earned next month. You are not spending the money that you are currently earning. This does sound crazy when you first hear it. I remember it sounding crazy to me. If you get into the mode of it, it is truly delightful. So let's say you have just enough money in your savings to cover the current month, the month in which you are beginning YNAB. You load that in like we did in the last video. You allocate it to all the places that you absolutely need it, and then you don't touch any of the income that you are getting in until you're budgeting for next month. So on the second Friday, we're going to get dummy job. It's going to be income ready to assign. And it's going to be $500. And then on the following, I can't do that one yet. Well, let's pretend that that is the following. If I do it, it's not going to let me. Let's pretend this is the following thing. Dummy job, income ready to assign, and it's another $500. Okay. Here we go. That's our income. We can confirm them, or clear them rather, not confirm them. We're going to go into our budget and we're going to see there's $1,000 there, but it's not the end of the month yet. We've gotten our 2 paychecks this month, just making all of this up. And I'm not going to assign this money until I'm doing my budget for November. My budget for December. I'm now in my budget for December. Let's say that all of my bills have been paid. So I think the way that I'm going to do that is to just do that, and I'll speed it up for you. Okay. We go in, we're paying, we are looking at our December budget. We've spent out all of our bills. In reality, a lot of these are going to have a little bit of money left over because you're just doing an average. If you are going into the season where you spend more on some of these things, where I live, we have propane, and we're going into the propane season right now, so I might average this if I was doing a brand new budget. But if I did average it, I would dramatically increase that amount of money. I would put $1,000 in there for the first month, and I would keep adding to that over the next few months. And hopefully by the end of that time, I will not be completely at a dead end. But if I am, the summer is a much cheaper time to buy propane. So anyway, here we are. We've got all this. I didn't budget for my credit card debt. Oh my goodness. That was so irresponsible of me. So we go into our December budget. It's our first fresh month using YNAB. Our money, our income that we received in the month of November is sitting there ready to assign. It's beautiful. It's a huge green button, very attractive. And then we assign everything. One of the things that has improved that I love is that you can look at these numbers. So after you're using this program for a while, these numbers get very, very helpful. Even now, because these are not real numbers, so I'm not, necessarily using real numbers. I can just go in, and actually I think there's like a setting to do this, but I don't use it because I like to go in and assign everything every month. That feels clean to me, and it makes me very aware of what I'm spending. What else am I spending? I'm going to spend some money on Taco Bell. That's going to come from my own about food. And it's going to be $12.50. So when we go back, we will see that we don't have anything in this. This is our December money. And last month we assigned $25. We only spent $12.50. So I can think, well, okay, I've still got $12.50 in there, but I still want to have a little bit of money in there if I need anything. I probably don't need to go back up to $25, but I want to keep it, I want to keep some money in there so that if I'm having a bad day and I need some fucking protein, I can just go to a place and get some. So that is the idea here behind YNAB's philosophy on money. You are spending this month what you made last month, which means you always have a built-in buffer. And I gotta say, it has been real goddamn helpful to me over the years to always know that exists. Some stuff you're gonna want to just keep building up. Gifts, I put $300 in, but let's say in November, I had a birthday that happened, and it was someone's, and I spent $100. When I'm looking at my budget in December, and I'm looking at this gifts fund, what I'm thinking is, it's December. Is $200 enough for all of my Christmas money? Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Maybe I add a little more. Maybe I wildly overfund it, hoping that I don't spend that much, but also knowing that I probably will. So those are kind of the decisions you get to make as you go that keep you in control of where your money's going, which I really fucking love. I have $55 left over. I am going to once again add that to my buffer. In real life, my buffer is not this high. It doesn't need to be this high because I am buffering usually pretty small expenses. Oh, replacements. That's what I have. The all-important replacements budget. So that's, your headphones break, other sort of small items break. I just replaced a heater for $40, stuff like that. Really nice to have a replacements budget. If you want to, I'm in my replacements budget. I go like this. I know that I didn't have anything in there. I can just take it out of my buffer, and then I've budgeted for that. It's all a learning experience in the beginning, but these are definitely, between this video and the first video, you can get off the ground with this method and this program. And I'm not an affiliate. I'm not shilling for them, though I should look into it because I love them. But I just come from a place of massive financial scarcity and fear all the time, and living that way is terrible. And this is the only thing that has ever gotten me to a place where I am not living that way. I started budgeting when my hours were cut in half right before my kid turned 1. It's just a time when you really want to feel like you can afford to buy food. So yeah, there you go. That's what we got. I hope that this was helpful. Again, any questions you have, throw them in the comments, DM me, whatever. Just, I really fucking love this stuff, and I really love the feeling of control that it gives me over my finances in a world that is really financially fucked.